So friends, right now we are on the monthly time frame in the Nifty future. So here we can see that this is the December month candle, and this was
For
the
your confirmation,
you can see that there was a positive breakout because yesterday we were still have not seen the confirmation, and the possibility is, and the third one will be 17,000 put option. So these three levels will be important as we are seeing the change in the open interest data analysis that I am updating in my video on day-to-day basis. So today is 31st of December 2021. So here friends, right now we are on the monthly time frame in the Nifty future. So here we can see that this is the December month candle, and this was the November month candle. So the December month candle did not break a low of the November month candle. So right now the price is trading between the November month high and low. So the important zones that we need to observe for the January 2022 will be the 17,644 levels, and on the lower side it will be 16,514 levels. So this is on the monthly time frame. So if the Nifty future crosses below 16,514, then we can conclude that the bearish trend is confirmed for the month of January 22, and we can plan our bearish trades for the January 2022. And if the Nifty future crosses above 17,573 levels, then we can conclude that the bullish trend is back in the Nifty future, and then we can plan our trades accordingly in the Nifty future. So right now we are on the weekly time frame. As I've explained in my yesterday's video, I still see the demand zone at 14,536 levels and 14,142 levels. So this is a weekly time frame, and we saw that the present week, the last week of the December 2021, there was a recovery in the Nifty future, due to which we are seeing that the prices have crossed above 17,193 levels, and right now the immediate resistance for the next week, that is the first week of January 2022, will be 17,400 levels, and the support will be 16,881 levels. So suppose if you are the weekly trader, say a swing trader, then you need to wait for a breakout of 16,881 levels on the lower side, and on the upper side you need to see a breakout above 17,400 levels. So once you see a proper breakout in the Nifty future on the weekly time frame, then you can conclude that on the weekly time frame there is a bullish trend confirmed in the Nifty future. And once again, if the prices is trading between 17,400 levels and 16,834 levels, then it will be once again a sideways movement, and only the option writers can make money in this kind of market. So I'll now switch to the daily time frame. So right now we are on the daily time frame, and I'll just draw an trend line. So on the daily time frame, today we saw that there was a breakout above the downtrend line, what I have drawn in the daily time frame in the Nifty future. So the confirmation should happen in Monday. Suppose if the prices crosses above 17,408 levels, then I can see the possibility of further target at 17,633 levels, and 18,000 is also a possibility once the Nifty crosses above 17,424 levels. So on the lower side, if we see that the Nifty future is crossing below 17,182 levels, then there is a possibility of Nifty touching 16,800 levels. So this is on the daily time frame. So you need to carefully watch these important levels, because the breakout has just happened today, and the confirmation we'll be seeing in the Monday, that is the confirmation we'll be seeing on 3rd of January 2022. So until then, you don't have to I would not prefer to take any trade without any the proper breakout in the Nifty future on the daily time frame. So now I'll switch to the hourly time frame, so that we'll try to understand the trend of the Nifty future on the hourly time frame. So friends, right now we are on the hourly time frame, and if we carefully observe that right now the trend is positive on the hourly time frame, and we can see that the trend is very much positive, and this is a 200-day moving average, and Nifty is presently trading above the 200-day moving average on the hourly time frame. And also we saw that there was a huge volume which has given a gap up today. So this volume came on 30th of December 2021 somewhere at 2:30 p.m. So we saw that. I'll just try to enlarge. So this is a particular candle, and after this particular candle today we saw that there was a gap up, and the market sustained above the first hour high of 17,309 levels. So today it made a low, the high of 17,396, and presently it is trading at 17,354 levels. So even on the hourly time frame, I see that the trend is positive, and the next target I'm looking is at 17,636 levels. So this will be the target, and this will be the important resistance on the hourly time frame. So friends, right now we are on the hourly time frame. So this is the Nifty future contract for January 2022, and this is the inverted triangular pattern. Right now we are just seeing that Nifty has crossed, given a breakout, but the confirmation will happen once the Nifty future crosses above 17,456 levels. Then I see a possibility of 17,728. So this will be the target for Monday. So I suppose if Nifty future crosses above 17,453 levels, then I see a possibility of 17,753 levels. So I suppose if Nifty future crosses below 17,371 levels, then there is a possibility that Nifty can retest the levels of 17,222 levels. So this is on the hourly time frame. So now I'll switch to the 5 minutes time frame. So friends, this is the 5 minutes time frame in the Nifty future. So here we can see that the immediate resistance at 17,445 levels and a support at 17,265 levels. So Monday on 3rd of January 2021, you need to wait for a breakout above these two important zones. Only then you can take your trades, whether you trade in the options or future. We are on the Nifty option chain. So here we will observe the major change in the open interest for the strike price. We'll try to understand the support and resistance based on the change in the open interest data in the Nifty options. So on the put side, we can see that there is a major support at 17,300 strike price, because this is a strike which carries more number of the open interest. And after this 17,200 is one more strike price which is also having the very good change in the open interest, and the third one will be 17,000 put option. So these three levels will be important, as we are seeing the change in the open interest is quite high in these three strike prices. So on the call side, we can observe that 17,400 will be acting as the major resistance for 3rd of January 2021. So once this level is broken, then we can see the next important resistance at 17,500 levels. So these two important zones need to be crossed on Monday for us to see a confirmation that Nifty will further go in the upward direction, or it will stay in the bullish trend. So this is the open interest data analysis that I am updating in my video on day-to-day basis. So today is 31st of December 2021. So here we see that the FIIs, they are holding their position is long with the index future by 68%, and if you just compare this data to the 30th of December, they were long only by 66%. So this shows us that the foreign institutional investors are quite bullish in the index futures. So as I have explained on the other factors, on Monday we can see a possibility of the bullish trend, but we need to wait for the breakout to happen above the resistance that I have shown on the different time frames for the 5 minutes, hourly and the daily time frames. So the proprietors, if we just observe on 30th of December, they were long by 49% on the index futures, and today, that is 31st of December, they are long only by 39%. So here we can see that proprietors, they have reduced by almost 10% in the index futures. But once I combine the FII and the proprietors, here I see that they are holding almost 61% long in the index future. So if we compare this data to the 30th of December, this is almost just 1% less than the 30th of December. So in the index call options on the 30th of December, FIIs were long by 67%, and today they have reduced to 63%. So this is almost the reduction of almost 4% in the index call options. And if you just observe the proprietors, they have increased by 2%, because on the 30th of December, proprietors were long by 48%, but whereas today they are long by 50%. So this is almost 2% increase with the proprietors, and combined together FII and proprietors, we see that they are long in the options, call options by 54%. So this data is almost same when compared to the 30th of December 2021. So now we will see the put options long positions. On 30th of December, FIIs were long by 66%, and today 31st of December, they are long only by 61%. So this is once again in the confirmation by the data, which says that they have reduced their long position in the put options. The market may go further up, and Monday there is a possibility that we can see one more gap up on 3rd of January 2021. And proprietors, they were long by 50%, 30th of December 2021, but today they have reduced by almost 1%, and they are holding 49% long in the put options. So combined together it is 53%, but whereas yesterday it was 57%. So overall, the conclusion of the FIIs and proprietors, I see that their holding is bullish in the market, but the confirmation will happen on Monday once the market opens and it sustains above the important resistance levels. So friends, you can type Nifty Premier in the YouTube search bar, and you'll be able to find my YouTube channel. So once you click on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch many videos that I've uploaded regarding the Nifty prediction and the Nifty analysis on the day-to-day basis. So you can watch all these videos free, and you can also leave your questions and comments regarding these videos about the Nifty prediction for tomorrow or the Nifty analysis. So thank you for watching this video.